morning, or at least it's morning where I am anyway. I'm like the Fabia Polo Ibiza man, me, with just amount of these cars what I do. So this is a 1.2 TSI. Literally, I did one of these yesterday. You check video out there if you want to watch it. We did a straight pipe on a, where did it be for yesterday? A Fabia, wasn't it? A Fabia yesterday. Same thing, they're all bloody same thing. So this one is in for something a little bit different. It's an FR, so it's got twin tips to the left side already. But we fit in this bumper. Customer supplied his own Cupra bumper, which has got a centre exit. Now these are usually a fake tip. He's done away with fake chrome thing. We're putting twin tips in the middle of this. So it's not going to be a rate long video. We're only doing like a Backbox delete to that. But I am interested to drive it because yesterday's Skoda Fabia was insane slow. Like I actually thought there was something wrong with it. This is the exact same engine, exact same power. So I'm just intrigued to drive this one to see if that's just how fast 100 horsepower is these days, or if that one yesterday had something wrong with it and maybe he might need to look at it. Right, let's crack on. Let's get this bumper fitted and then we can start building our exhaust. Carl's telling me we've ran into problems already.
So this bumper what we've just took off has got aftermarket parking sensors.
Oh, his original bumper's got aftermarket parking sensors.
His original one. His original bumper.
Yeah.
Has got aftermarket.
So original bumper's got aftermarket parking sensors. New bumper has got factory parking sensors, but the aftermarket ones don't fit in the factory holes. So what we're going to do here then?
That's the aftermarket ones.
Yeah.
Pop the original sensor out.
Yeah, it's different.
Don't fit through all.
Right, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to ring him. We're gonna have to bevel them holes out of it, aren't we? So they push in.
They're very close. I just don't want to force it and break it.
Right, we better ring him and just check what he wants us to do. I didn't really bother ringing him, we just had a quick trial run with this. This is a deburr what we use for doing stainless tube. When you cut it with bandsaw, you'll run that right inside, takes burr off. Connor's just come over with it and we just tried it on plastic bumper and it just shaves it out beautiful. So like, it's not even worth ringing him. So we've already done one, so...
We'll show you a quick example.
Show you, look. It's a bit too nice actually. Doesn't kilt paint or out.
Comes out like
drill burr. Cuts it off like a piece of cheese off a block, doesn't it? Yeah, touch more, probably one run around it. It's stuck in there now.
I'll get your hand up back of there.
No chance. Oh, it's stuck in there now.
Just the plastic collar in it.
Right, probably one more run round. How perfect is that? Great little life hack. If you ever want to modify your parking sensors, you want a stainless steel deburrer.
This one got some plastic thing in there.
Bit more. That's too good. Just leaves a perfect edge on paint. Bosh! Yeah. Hey, that's that issue sorted.
Take the bumper off and plug it all in.
Problem with these is they've got to come down back at bumper, so we've had to do a bit of jiggery poker here get it as tight as we can up to back at boot floor. So it is only a 1.2, so we're using 2-inch tube. We don't need to be any bigger. I've seen people do these before using 2.5, just completely unnecessary. Just gonna make it too close for no reason. So 2-inch gonna be fine. Just show you how it lands. Connor will poke it through bumper. Look at that, beautiful. Come straight off of that now. We've just welded a little tang on this, so we've got something good to clamp to. Off of that, link, where is it, to that. Put some hangers in. So hangers is where it's going to get technical as well. We've got to put an hanger behind bumper somewhere for this side. Now we're going to have to pull this diffuser off. Hopefully it comes off nicely, because we need to put an hanger up backside somewhere here so tip don't vibrate and rattle, because it is literally a fag paper gap between top and bottom, so it's going to have to sit solid. Right, let's weld that up. Keep going. We've just got it wedged up in a bit of cardboard at the minute. That's the way we do it. Cardboard, we love cardboard here. We go through cardboard like no tomorrow. So that's all it tips in a nice spot for us. This is all welded now. Connor's just welded all this up. And that's his outlet point. All we've got to do is join part A to part B. Sounds easy enough. Yeah, sounds easy enough. Let's report back in 2 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bosh. Told you it were easy. Couple of hangers on that. Where are we? Hanger there. Hanger there. Get both of them on. And then the fun starts. We've got to get the diffuser off, try and get a hanger behind bumper to take weight of this tip. Because at the moment there's going to be nothing, the tip will just be bouncing. So we need a hanger up here in this top corner that's going to swoop down under it. We're going to have to try and I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how we're going to keep tips in the right spot while we do it. You'll have to see, because I don't know yet. Made his own little hanger plate, bolted through boot floor. We just need to have one little trial run with diffuser now, make sure exhaust's still in the same spot. If it is, put a little hanger on that. Hopefully job done. Let's go and see what it sounds like. So you can see, even with, I've got a 2-inch tight radius bend there, and I can still barely get my fingertip down back of it. So unless you want it sticking out like Bugs Bunny's front teeth, you have really got to keep everything tight. I mean, I've shortened my tips down, 2-inch tight radius bend, and we've still only just got it. Only just. Now, I've seen a lot of other people do this job before, and it almost looks like they use 2.5-inch. So unless they're having tips sticking out miles, I don't know how. One final look before we put the diffuser back on, box it in, and it's never to be seen again. Tagger certifications on. Looking good. Is it still in the middle of the diffuser? That is the question. Let's see. Upgrade to appearance at least. We've covered all avenues on this 1.2 TSI pretty much now. We did a catback on this video. That were an Ibiza. Then other day we did a straight pipe on a Fabia 1.2, and then this one's just a backbox delete. So I've kind of covered all avenues for you boys now who ask me these questions all the time. Like, what does it sound like with a backbox delete? What does it sound like with a catback? Hopefully now all these videos help you all. So let's answer that question. Let's see. What does it sound like with just a backbox delete? Standard cat in, standard middle resonator in. Sounds like a noisy timing chain, that's what it sounds like, Christ. Right, we'll let it have a little warm up, and then we'll get a few revs for you so you can listen to it. There we go, hopefully that answers your question. What does it sound like? It sounds very similar to the catback one we did, in all honesty. It doesn't sound much different. Basically the same setup as what we do when we do a catback. The only benefit is exhaust on these rot like crazy, so it'll sound pretty much the same, just the stainless version obviously won't rot like crazy like the original. Let's take it for a little spin, just for a joke. Not that I'm interested in what this one sounds like on road, I'm more interested to know whether this one is as slow as the one I did yesterday, because that one were painful. Me and Connor got his head down, a bit wind behind us, and we were still struggling to hit 70, so let's go and see if this one is any faster. Go. So I can tell you straight away, it sounds much nicer with a box in it. Much nicer than a straight pipe compared to the video yesterday. Now it is absolutely hammering it down, so can't do 360 camera. We'll just have to have an interior review of this one. I'm only taking it as drive for a laugh, just because I want to see if it's faster than that other one, or if that is generally what 100 horsepower felt like.
I've got a feeling it is just what 103 horsepower feels like.
Can't be.
Yeah, but it is though, isn't it?
It felt.
That's how I used to feel every day.
This one ain't got a dump valve on. The one yesterday had a dump valve on. This just got an intake on. Sounds 10 times nicer, doesn't it? None of that horrible noise. So don't put a dump valve on your 1.2. Just put an intake on it if you want a bit of turbo noise, because yeah, it does sound decent on this.
Does this not have a dump valve on it?
No, it's just got factory pipe on this. That one yesterday had a dump valve on it. It didn't sound all that good. This sounds better with just intake filter. 10 times better with just an intake filter.
I think that does feel a bit fast to me.
Telling you, I reckon it feels nippier. We're gonna see.
The thing is, that lad would never ever know even, would it? Because he just.
Well, he will when he watches this video.
No, what I mean is though, you know, if we hadn't drove that,
yeah,
he just got in it when he passed his test and just assumed that 403 horsepower felt like.
It might be, yeah. I'm not counting his chickies just yet, but this does feel a bit nippier. But this could be mapped, so I don't know.
No, is that what?
Nah, this is definitely faster than that one. This is 100% faster. Intake sounds nice on this. Sounds very nice. And it's exactly the same as what were on that other one.
Just feel a bit nippier this, I won't lie.
I'm not going to absolutely hammer this because timing chain were great noise when it first started up. But, right, flat to the floor initially.
Nothing. I don't think this feels much faster in my opinion.
It's hard to say, innit? I got to 70 quicker than what I did in that other one. No, but nah.
I don't think it is, mate.
No, it is flat to the floor in this one. No, that is just what 103 horsepower feels like, innit? It literally is it. Wow. Turns out 100 horsepower really is slow.
Yeah, because I've got a mate that's got a 1.4 Audi A1. It's a bigger engine. This 1.2 in it.
1.2.
That's 122 horse, and that feels fast. That feels faster than this. That literally must be 103 horsepower.
Yeah, it is. That must be it. There we go then. There isn't an issue with your red Fabia. Your red Fabia is what 103 horsepower feels like. We just used to driving old fast things.
In a fast car, that'd be a really good idea.
Yeah. It feels nippier, this one, off at line. I think it feels like it's got more go off at line, but it does. Like now, it feels exactly the same power. Fourth is gutless.
Maybe it has got a little bit of a.
I think it feels,
tiny bit of a boost.
It feels more nippy off at line, this one. But either way, this one looks got cruise control. This one's posh. Let's have cruise on. Let's see what it drones like. If it drones, so far so good. No drone whatsoever. Perfect. So if you've got a 1.2 TSI, you don't want drone, you want a bit more noise, do a backbox delete, keep it cheap, unless the rest of your exhaust is falling to pieces, then do catback. But backbox delete is cheap and cheerful for you, bit of noise, no drone, best all-rounder. If you want ASBO, then watch the red Fabia video, and yeah, that's what ASBO is like, straight through. A lot louder than this, a lot more drony. Depends on you, what you want and in your circumstances, I suppose. Nah, there's no drone at all. None. None at all. Sweet. Right, let's head back to base then. Head back to base from what was a nice sunny day and it's now raining. Weather at UK at minute is just bipolar. I don't know what's going on. You wake up to a beautiful sunny morning and then
You finish off with a nice thunderstorm.
3 o'clock it's thunderstorming, hailstoning other day. What is going on? Catch you in the next video, guys.
Just the two of us.